Hey everybody, next we're going to be talking about opportunity management in this Airtable CRM. So opportunity management or deal management, whatever it's called in your CRM, focuses around opportunities or deals that are of a certain maturity, meaning you have identified that there is a real opportunity or chance to do business with someone and that you have an estimated amount that you think you'll be able to do with a given customer. So there are a few important fields in your opportunity management. One is the current status of the opportunity. Is it in progress? Did it fall through? Did you not pursue the opportunity for a certain reason? Is it on hold and delayed? Has it been won? So these are all really important values for the status, and these are the ones that I like to use. Additionally, if you mark something lost, I like to make sure we capture the why something was lost, right? And then also there's the opportunity stage. If something is in progress or is won or closed, at what stage is it in currently? And this represents the funnel, meaning at the beginning you're in the discovery stage or you've qualified them, but now you're in the discovery stage of what's the real opportunity, how big is the opportunity. Then you go into the proposal or bid stage, maybe you get them into a piloting stage, then you're in negotiation, and finally to a submittal stage, right? And those are the stages of the opportunity, and you want to make sure that the top of your funnel is super big, that you have a lot of qualified opportunities, and it will get narrower and narrower as you go along the different opportunity process. But that's really important to be able to forecast what your next quarter or the next quarters are going to look like. Make sure you have an opportunity owner assigned, a next due date or next contact date for each opportunity. Those are the important triggers to make sure things are being followed up with, and we have views for that as well. So that's in the needs action, similar to the leads module. If something doesn't have an expected close date or an opportunity owner, then that needs to be assigned and a due date needs to be given. So the difference between a lead and an opportunity is a lead you can think of as a business card you got from a trade show. You don't know if for sure if they're relevant to your business or if there's an opportunity or what. So leads come in and you have to qualify them. You either qualify them or disqualify them. If you disqualify them, they go into the abyss of archived leads. You still have the record that you contacted them and you don't need to do it again. But if you then qualify them, then they get translated into accounts like organizations, contacts, and opportunities if there's a current opportunity with them. So it evolves from leads into these other modules. So these are the opportunities that need action. These are my opportunities, open opportunities, and overdue opportunities. This one's super critical. If someone's not being followed up with, you can see in this view what opportunities are slipping through the cracks. Then you can see an all opportunities view. You can go into the detailed view, and we'll go through this example as to the fields that are important and filled out in this CRM. And then we also have a dashboard where you can see opportunities by type, by account type, by industry, and this is helpful to see your metrics. This also gives you your funnel, and you can see how many records or how much money is in each stage of your opportunity development. So it gives you everything you need and nothing more. All right, so let's go into one of these opportunity views here. You can toggle between different opportunities or search them in this drop down. Similarly, I have, as I had in the accounts folder, the opportunity to create the folder underneath the Bill to Customer folder in SharePoint. I'll show you that in a subsequent video, but here you can see I have my next reminder date, what company it's with, what the stage is, the quality, the status, the likely value, the proposal estimated value. So this is nice because I can generate multiple proposals. I can use a tool like DocuPilot to generate proposals quickly and easily, but then I can put my likely value here, which I can use for my forecasting. So I could have 4 or 5 proposals for the same opportunity, but I'm going to use this likely value as the estimated forecasting value. Make sure I have my owner, my expected close date. This tells you what quarter it should be forecasting in. And then what product mainly are they interested in is an initial feedback loop. And then you have 2 different fields for accounts. One is the bill to customer. This is the person who's paying for the opportunity. And this might be different from the industrial facility or end user customer who is going to be having the product at the end of the day, right? So those are both really important things to track. Even if it's not the person paying for it, you want to know where that equipment or that service or that product ends up. So it's important to track the end user customer account as well. And I'll show you in another video how to make the link in SharePoint between these different folders with a single opportunity, where that doesn't really normally work in a hierarchical folder structure. Okay, so now here are my proposal line items. These are the things that are going to turn into the actual sales order line items, which I'll go over in the sales order section. But here you can see I can add multiple line items to my opportunity. Now, if I look at them individually, you can see that this product or service, I chose maintenance management, which is a service related activity, right? And if it's a service product, then I'm going to have some tasks, high-level tasks that I want to map out and assign to specific individuals in my organization and put the potential effort in there. Now, each person in my organization, I'll show you in the persons table, has a billable hour rate, right? So if I have David working 4 hours on this task, 40 hours on this task, and Ava working 14 on this task, then I can derive how much that service line item should be, and it's calculated here in the line items total. Now, if this is a product, then I can just put, or a service, I can just put the price per item and the quantity, and it'll calculate my line item total from these two fields. But if it's a service item, then I want to just add the tasks, and that will then automatically flow into project tasks if this opportunity is won. So we have a fully integrated opportunity to project management pipeline. So here I'm going to then look at the next item, which is a software license for this water quality monitoring. And you can see I just put in the monthly price and the quantity, or the term for the contract that they're purchasing for the license. And this item, because it's a licensed item, will go into my licensed table after this, if we win this job. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through this process. And you can see I can also add my different contacts here, which are associated with each of these accounts, and say which ones are key to this opportunity and their specific role in working this opportunity. Okay, so I'm gonna open this record, go to the data section, and we're gonna go through the converting of an opportunity process. So this opens up, let's say I've got this job, I'm gonna win it, I'm gonna convert the opportunity. So it's gonna walk me through a few questions. Okay, I've got the bill to customer, that's good. I've got my line items here, and then I want to just validate that these are the correct numbers for this opportunity and say, yep, these look good. And also, would you like me to rename the sales order? No, let's just leave it as the same, the sales order receipt, the same as the opportunity. That looks good. Now it's going to go through a series of steps of creating this project. Nope, looks good for the project. And then are the estimated number of hours correct? Yep, we'll say that looks good too. And now it's creating in the background the project, the sales order, and the license record for these line items and tasks that were associated with this opportunity. So now let's go check out the sales order section and table. You can see that upgrade is here. It's got my associated line items for the sales order now. So it's been converted from a potential thing in an opportunity stage to a one opportunity with a sales order receipt. And you can give your customer the sales order receipt once you receive your PO. You can attach your PO to this sales order as well. Okay, so we've got the sales order, which is good. We've got the line items associated with it. And now I can also see that I've got my project. And my project has associated tasks and associated folder and line item that it's associated with. So this now allows me to track this project, the individual task, to make sure I have capacity for everyone, which we'll go over in the next video. And then I can see I also have my license detail, which I can put in my parameters for when does this license end, and what is the license parameter and everything else, so that I'm tracking all of my licenses outside of just a sales order format. Okay, and then I can map these licenses to my actual software usage by querying the database, syncing that up to this table, and making sure that the amounts used match my sales order amount. And that can be really useful to make sure you're upselling and capturing all your potential revenue of the product that your customer is using. Okay, so that is opportunities conversions into sales order, projects, and licenses. All of the line items are associated with this table called the products and services table, where you can identify something as a license, a service, or a product hardware. This will then automatically link to which table the line item should go to, whether it should go to the licenses table or to the projects tracking table. And while I'm at it, I will show you quickly under the project section, under my project dashboards here, I could see the utilization of my individuals based off of the number of hours I've booked them in a given week or month. So you can see, based on when those projects are due, that David's at 73% on the week of the 12th, right? So this gives you a really great view of your utilization and the number of hours that are associated with each of the people in your organization to make sure you can plan ahead and that you have enough staff and where they're overstretched or needing additional resources. So that's the project section and sales order section after you've converted it from your opportunity management. So hope this was helpful. And like I said, I have a link to this Airtable that you can download in the description below, and code in another subsequent post that I'll put in the video description as well, that handles all of the logic for creating the folders, linking them together, and the automations for flowing the data from opportunity to sales order, projects, and licenses. And hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day. Cheers. Bye.